I first implemented this habit a year ago when my business was making between $2,000 to $4,000 per month. Since then, I was able to hit $10,000 in my best month, and I truly think that it was mainly thanks to this one habit. Now, this habit is none other than praying. For the past year, I've been doing a prayer every single day, and it was so powerful that I truly felt like I needed to share this in a video. It works whether you believe in God or not, although it works much better if you have faith. Let's dive in. So first I want to talk about why I started this habit. I started my business 2.5 years ago, and since then it's been constantly up and down. As I'm sure you know, because I talk to entrepreneurs on this channel, entrepreneurship is hard. The best way I can describe it is that you have constant overwhelm with some periods that are easier where you progress faster and you're actually moving forward, and with also periods that feel super hard. You have no idea what you're doing, you feel like you just can't progress and it won't work out, and these periods are just constantly changing. And even though if you just zoom out and look at the big picture, you're progressing consistently, it can feel like an uphill battle where this constant overwhelm and constant up and down just can feel super hard. And that's exactly why I started praying. In theory, I thought that this will get me closer to God, as well as just alleviate the hardship of entrepreneurship. Since starting, I've experimented with a couple of different methods of actually doing prayer, and I just quickly want to show the best way I found and how I'm currently doing it. So what I'm doing is I implemented prayer in my nightly routine, and I do this before going to bed every night. Actually, not before going to bed, but when I'm already in the bed, just before the last moments of going to sleep, I do this one thing. So what I do is I have one single goal in mind. In my case right now, it's $20,000 per month with my business, but it can be anything else for you. Maybe it's a bit higher, a bit lower for you, whatever. Or it can also be another goal, not just necessarily a revenue goal. It can be for other areas of your life, whatever. But you have this one goal and you imagine that you already have it. What I like to do is I like to imagine myself 3 months ahead of today. So currently it's January, so I imagine myself in March. And what I do is I role play in my mind that I'm already in March, I'm already my future self, and I already achieved that goal that I set. And what's really important is that I say everything out loudly. How this looks in action is I'm laying in bed just before I'm about to go to sleep, and I'm saying out loud that I already achieved $20,000 per month, and I'm also saying how I'm feeling. So I'm saying something like, I'm here in March today and I've just achieved $20,000 in MRR with my business. I'm super grateful. Thank you, God, for giving me that. I feel super blessed, and it seems like all of the hard work was worth it. And I'm just imagining myself in that situation where I've already achieved this. My goal was that I was going to hit $10,000 per month, and every single night I was imagining myself hitting that goal and actually being there, breathing, achieving $10,000 per month. Now, a couple of reasons why I think this works super well is because, first of all, if you think about it every day, you're just thinking about that one goal and you're ingraining it in your mind. What this creates is this will create that your goal is constantly in the back of your mind, and going about your whole day, you're always thinking about that goal and you're evaluating every action that you do throughout the day if that aligns with your goal or not. And subconsciously, this will just like get you closer and closer to your goal. This will optimize your actions and this will optimize your whole day. Basically, you're on a mission to achieve this one single thing, and that's what you think about all day. And every night when you end the day, you evaluate your day, and in your mind you feel like you've done enough, you already achieved it, and you just feel super grateful. Plus it also makes you feel like you already have this, and it just makes the goal much more achievable and possible. Many times when you set a goal, it might not feel like you can actually achieve this, but when you constantly think about you already achieved it, this will just make it more achievable and more possible in your mind. Plus, the biggest reason why I think this works is that if you're constantly asking God for something that you really want, and you're also putting in the action every day, the hard work, there's no reason that God won't give this to you. It's just a matter of time before you actually achieve it if you are putting in the hard work. At least that was my case. And this habit is especially good if you're dealing with hard times. You know, going through hard times, you can easily lose hope. And that's the only way you can lose really in entrepreneurship, is if you give up. Now, if you have this habit, there's no way you can give up. Like, you're constantly feeding in your mind that you're like already achieved your goal. There's no way you will just stop. So you will just keep going and going no matter how hard times are currently are. And because of that, sooner or later, you will get into the good times, you will start to make progress, and you will start to hit your goals. Now, one thing that is really important to mention is that how I do this is I always set a goal in 3 months of time. So right now it's January, I set a goal for March, and throughout February and even March, I will be imagining myself being in the end of March hitting that goal, if that makes sense. So basically I just have quarterly goals, and that's what I'm imagining myself for, and that's what I'm praying for every day. And the thing is that in the past, there were some times where I didn't achieve that goal. About 50% of the time, I didn't actually hit the goal that I set for that specific day. I always hit it later, but I didn't always hit it at that exact day. So what's really important is when you get to that day where you were imagining yourself that you already had that goal in your mind and you don't actually have it when you arrive to that day, just don't be discouraged. Keep moving forward, keep doing this habit. Just maybe shift the goal and shift the goalpost a little bit more far ahead, because if you just keep going, you will eventually achieve it. So I hope I was able to explain this more or less well, and I hope also that this habit will help a lot of other people. As I said, my current goal is 20K per month, so pretty excited to get there. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.